Hi, I'm Danny Gonzalez, and this is IndustrialSage Headlines. U.S. manufacturing activity remained in contraction in August, with the ISM Purchasing Managers Index coming in at 48.7. Now, this is back to levels that were seen in May. Manufacturing remains in contraction territory, but activity levels have largely held steady, with minor rises above 50% earlier this year. New orders and production are still restrained as tariffs and elevated input costs weigh on supply chains. Yet, analysts note the slowdown is relatively steady rather than a sharply declining, and domestic reshoring and backlog strength are helping to stabilize activity. For manufacturers, this environment is less about crisis and more about strategic positioning. Companies investing in automation, energy, efficiency, and diversified supply chains can emerge leaner and more competitive when conditions improve. Factories investing in artificial intelligence are outperforming peers even as the broader sector cools. According to TechCrunch, global AI spending in manufacturing could top $20 billion by 2030, fueling real-time data adoption and smarter production lines. Manufacturers are leveraging real-time analytics to optimize just-in-time production, cut inventory costs, and streamline logistics. This has helped offset some of the tariff and cost-related headwinds plaguing the broader market. For executives, the lesson is clear. AI adoption isn't a futuristic trend. It's becoming a competitive differentiator today. Those who scale smart technologies can capture share even in a downturn. Washington is taking a historic step with Intel's expansion. The Wall Street Journal notes the U.S. government will acquire roughly a 10% equity stake in the chipmaker as part of its CHIPS Act funding package. The $8.5 billion investment supports Intel's advanced fabrication in Arizona and Ohio. These projects are expected to add tens of thousands of jobs and anchor America's return to semiconductor leadership. The government stake ensures a long-term seat at the table as Intel ramps critical chip-making capacity. For industrial executives, this signals a historic shift. Federal policy moving from funding to co-investment in strategic industries. That means deeper, longer-term partnerships across supply chains from raw materials to packaging. Johnson & Johnson is making a major push into U.S. life sciences. Biopharma Dive reports the company will invest $2 billion in a new biomanufacturing facility in North Carolina focused on advanced therapies. The project is set to bolster the state's reputation as a life sciences hub while providing a significant boost to the local workforce. This move also reflects a broader trend of reshoring, as pharmaceutical companies look to strengthen domestic supply chains and reduce reliance on overseas production. For industrial leaders, the takeaway is clear. Healthcare manufacturing remains a resilient growth sector, presenting opportunities for suppliers, automation, technology providers, and workforce development initiatives. The Pentagon has made it official. U.S. Space Command will relocate its headquarters from Colorado Springs to Huntsville, Alabama. Reuters says the move will take several years and involve hundreds of millions in federal investment. Why Huntsville? Well, the region is already home to Redstone Arsenal, NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center, and a thriving aerospace and defense cluster. That ecosystem makes it a natural hub for Space Command's growing mission set. The move is projected to generate more than 30,000 jobs and bring hundreds of billions in economic activity to the region, while also supporting deployment of the Pentagon's upcoming Golden Dome missile defense system. For executives across aerospace, automation, and advanced manufacturing, this signals major opportunity: long-term federal contracts, supply chain expansion, and workforce development in one of the nation's fastest-growing defense corridors. And that does it for today's IndustrialSage Headlines. I'm Danny Gonzalez. Thank you for watching and/or listening.